Yeah, as I was saying, everything's ephemeral, and you just have an impression, because the change is so radical, that it's not just that we're changing this house. Really, the house that we've lived in for the last 4 years is going. It's not quite gone yet, but it's going. And a lot of interesting and exciting stuff's happened in that 4 years. So there's a kind of sense of loss as well. I don't want to go too far down that point, because of course the overwhelming thing is the excitement and the you know, how good it is to be finally doing this work. But it just brings home to you these changes, and the fact that people other than us as well have lived in this house as it is for 50 years, grown up here, and started their family, and you know, done so much stuff, and it's all changing a lot. That's enough of that then. Now through here, this is the utility room. This is the back door with a opening out on either side of the back door to allow for narrow windows. Cunningly done so that the back door allows you to have 600mm wide units on both sides of the utility, if that's what you want, and the windows allow you to have 300mm wide wall units on both sides, if that's what you want. We don't necessarily want to do that, but there's the flexibility to put pretty well whatever units you want in that room now. Okay, walking through the utility, through the mud, because of course it's been raining, obviously. Now through the garage. Oh look. For the most part, this is a single skin wall, and for the most part we get the rough edge of the bricks, so the neighbour gets the benefit of the facing edge, as it should be. But these pillars here are built with the facing edge towards us, so you can see what they're like. And we think they're very nice. Stuff keeps arriving here, and there's very limited space. And these here are the joists for the lounge, which is an 18-foot span, so obviously you need to be able to span that gap and support quite heavy loads. So it needs quite big joists, and that's what they do nowadays. I've never seen these before. I have a suspicion that Elaine has probably ordered a grand piano, which will be turning up any time now. I can see from this pile of bricks that the bricklayers have put on top of there that these joists are capable of supporting quite heavy loads. Someone, of course, is going to carry these round to the rear of the house. That's true of all these bricks and thermalites and joists and sand and everything that arrives. Some of it, like those interlight blocks underneath that blue cover over there, are still out on the grass verge on the side of the road. But I guess builders always have these kind of things that they have to contend with. So that's where we are. So what do you think, looking at that? Do you think we're 15% of the way through the work? It looks impressive to me, what's been achieved so far. On the other hand, when you think we've got to do the second story, we've got the ceilings and the floors to install, the upstairs ceiling, we've got the roof to build and tile, there's no electrics done yet, there's no plumbing at all, we haven't broken into the existing house for anything yet. In fact, Elaine and I haven't moved out of it or moved our things out of it, so there's an awful lot of work to do yet. But it's quite an exciting start, don't you think?